Alright, hey there YouTube. I was gonna make a tutorial for the Fallout 3 G.E.C.K Garden Vegan Creation Kit. So, all the tutorials that I found have either not helped me or left things out. So I'm gonna cover everything. But in this tutorial, I'm going to show you basic controls and how to make a weapon. So, alright, let me start here. So first you want to click Open, which is the folder. And then you want to double click on Fallout NV.esm. Hit OK. Now it's going to take a minute to load. Some people longer than others. Sorry, I got a little throat thing going on. Hello. Let's see here. Okay, so you want to start. Let's load a place where you want to put it. So I'll say the Good Springs General Store. Then double click it. Now when you start, it's going to look something like this, and this is what I had the most trouble with, is learning the controls. To scroll in and out is that's to zoom. But what I had more trouble with is I thought to move the camera you would use the arrow keys, which is okay, but it's a really inaccurate, very wide, like panning type thing. So what I ended up finding out later is if you hold down spacebar and then drag your mouse, the camera will move. So you can use that to move around. Then I also found out later that to move it to a side view, I hold shift and then, oh crap, what am I doing? Oh, okay. So I can hold shift, it's kind of reversed, to move. Okay. So we want to start by go into the items category, and then click on weapon. Now, let's say I want to edit, alright, let's go with, you know what, I have no idea, 10mm pistol. So you're going to double click it. Now, here you come up with this menu. My computer doesn't seem to fit the whole entire thing, but it says OK and cancel. Now, you can edit the ID to be whatever you want. I'm going to edit to do tutorial pistol. So the ID is what it will show up as in your editor, and the name is what it will show up as in your inventory. Okay, so here we have ammunition, which ammo it will consume, and then we have the let's see. I don't really use any of these. Clip rounds is how many bullets you'll have in one clip, and regeneration rate if you want the gun to regenerate ammo over time. So you choose what skill it's required to use. Then over here, skill requirement, how many of that skill you need to use it effectively. Strength requirement, repair items list, which you can repair it with, equip type, and like what it equips under. Let's see. Then here you have a bunch of flags like that you can't drop it, or that it's only for the player to use, an NPC can't pick it up. That it's only a minor crime to use on somebody. No jam after reload, it can never jam. Anyway, I think you get the point. Alright, so here's weight. How, like, kind of, how often you have to repair it. Fire rate, how quick it fires. If it's semi-automatic, means you didn't click here, then its fire rate is going to be 1. Spread, each shot, how it can vary. Minimum spread, how little it could vary. Sight field of vision, just, you know, kind of like, you know, sights you. I've never used that. Crit damage, how much damage it'll do when it crits. Its value when it's fully repaired. What is that noise? Jesus H. Oh, alright. Okay. Ammo use, how many we use per shot. Projectiles, how many projectiles it'll shoot. And limb damage multiplier. If it's something like a cleaver, it'll do more limb damage. Is that the cleaver? I have no idea. But let's say if I wanted to do double the limb damage, I'll change this to a 2. Okay, so what's the chance for it to hit in VATS? Like, for example, a shotgun compared to a sniper. Crit percent multiplier. How often does it go into crit? Never use these. Crit effect, like, do you want them to, like, kind of like, get knocked back or disintegrate, catch on fire? You can make it on death only. Okay. The VATS attack can be silent. How many action points it uses during VATS, the range, and let's see, resistances. Okay. On to art and sound. This is normally confused with ammunition. Is the projectile that it fires. It could be a 10mm pistol, but if I want it to shoot a fat man, then that's perfectly fine. But it can still use 10mm ammo. The ammo has nothing to do with the projectile. Kind of odd. So, let's see, I'll change this to a bloatfly dart. See, reload animation, you can choose what reload animation it uses. I don't normally change those because it'll get kind of weird. It's attack animation, don't change that much either. The attack sound, what sound it'll make when it fires. So, you know, it could be any of these. These are a lot of sounds. So, okay. So then it will tell you what sound you just selected. So if I were to select this one. Alright, well I'm going to change it back. Okay. Yeah, you probably didn't hear that. I don't have my sound set. So, anyway, let's go to... I don't normally mess with the scopes and stuff, because that can get kind of strange. What next? Right, Rumble. Don't normally use that. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty new. I have no idea. But, anyway, you can change what model it uses. Um, then this is just your info. It'll just tell you, all the information about the gun. Okay. So, damage, let's, you know what, let's have it fire something interesting. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong one. Bloatfly dart's kind of stupid. Let's go with, how about bloatfly dart? I honestly don't care. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, I hope I wasted enough of your time, and that's the weapons tutorial. There's not much to it. Oh, yeah. Alright, so, not over. So it needs to create a new form for the object, so you'll see, let's search it. Okay, here's a tutorial pistol. Now let's say I want to place it. I'm using shift to move. And space, oh, forgot about space. Space to pan. Now, say I want to set it right on this counter. I will take it, click here, hold down my mouse, drag it onto the screen. Alright, so you can see it's floating here. It can get kind of deceiving. Now I'm just dragging it across. It can get kind of deceiving as to where it is, so make sure to move your camera angle frequently. Now, let's say I want it to be down on that counter. I can either hold Z and drag it down, because Z, it locks it onto the Z axis. See, I can move my mouse all I want. Or I could double click it, and here we go. I have ownership. I can make it owned to me, which I don't do. It'll be considered stealing since it just automatically goes to the shop owner. Now I'm going to change Z here to make it down on top of the counter. So now I see that's too low. Move it up a little bit. Maybe I'll rotate it, make it look better. Okay, so I'm going to hit OK, so it tells you what the base was. Now I'm just going to hit OK. And there we go. We placed our weapon. It'll be right there in the store. But you got to remember, Make sure to save it, so I'll say tutorial 1. Okay. Now, let's see when we go to open up your Fallout New Vegas. You gotta click on Data Files, and then select Tutorial 1, then hit OK, which I won't do. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope it helps. Feel free to leave me a comment in the section below. Alright, thanks.